Marshon Lattimore just got traded to the Washington Commanders for a 3rd, 4th, and 6th round draft pick. And with that trade being finalized, the Chiefs are probably not going to make any more trades before the 4 p.m. deadline. Welcome back, everybody, to the KC Sports Report. I'm your host, Michael Darcy, and today I'm going to break down the report that we just got from Dianna Russini of The Athletic. She just tweeted out on Twitter that while there's still some time on the clock, I don't expect the Chiefs to be making any more moves before the trade deadline. They tried to make it happen with the Saints for Marshon Lattimore, but it obviously didn't work out. And James Palmer of Underdog Fantasy said the Chiefs were interested and were in on cornerback Marshon Lattimore, but with the return that the Saints got, it was just too rich for Kansas City to make the move. That's to the understanding of James Palmer, and that makes sense. For a 3rd, 4th, and a 6th round draft pick, the Chiefs were not going to do that. They were probably not going to do anything more than a 3rd or maybe even a 4th round pick. And so you miss out on the Marshon Lattimore sweepstakes to get him to Kansas City. And I know that probably makes a lot of Chiefs fans frustrated and disappointed, but I do think that they're, okay with the current room that they have given the price. Again, they were never going to pay a 3rd, 4th, and 6th rounder. They were never going to give up 3 picks for Marshon Lattimore, especially because he was probably just going to be a rental for this Chiefs team. The contract made sense this year, but in 2025 and beyond, he was too expensive. And so I think that it's okay that you didn't get Marshon Lattimore. The area that I disagree in is that the Chiefs aren't going to try to go out and get anybody else. There's still plenty of names out there at the cornerback position that make a lot of sense. But to say that the Chiefs are completely out of the trade deadline, completely done with potentially trading for someone else to bolster this defense or bolster this offense, I do disagree with that. I think the Chiefs are kind of dropping the ball in that area when you could trade a day 3 pick to get another cornerback or get a wide receiver for depth, because right now you're banking an awful lot on DeAndre Hopkins carrying the load of this offense. And defensively speaking, Chris Roland Wallace and Joshua Williams now have to be this team's rotational number 2 cornerback for the rest of the year. And that is putting an awful lot of pressure on those guys. And as you've seen over the past couple weeks, they've been exposed. They have not been great. And so this report from Dianna Russini that the Chiefs are not going to make any more moves before the deadline, I disagree with. I disagree with, because cornerback is still a very big pressing issue. And to see Brett Veach not address that before the deadline, it's frustrating. Now, I understand where he's coming from, because he didn't want to give up any big draft capital to go get a corner, and that's why they were out on Marshon Lattimore. I think if Marshon Lattimore was in the final year of his contract and he was only going to require $600,000 for his salary and that was it, the Chiefs probably would have gotten him. But when the Commanders traded for him, you saw all the reports saying that the Chiefs were out hours before the trade got finalized. And so I think that Washington just offered much more than Kansas City could do. But there's got to be someone else out there that could fit this defense that Brett Veach could go acquire for a late day 3 pick. And so, if this does hold up, if this report is accurate, that the Chiefs are not going to make any more trades, I don't love that. I think Brett Veach has been ultra aggressive so far at this deadline. Why stop now? Why stop on the final day when you could go trade for a cornerback to just make this roster that much better before the playoffs? But before we go any further, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors of this channel all football season long. Welcome to the Rice Real Estate Group, Kansas City's premier partner in real estate. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, you will receive a tailored experience designed just for you. Specializing in residential, commercial, and investment properties, the dedicated team over at the Rice Real Estate Group helps guide you through every transaction, including navigating those short, complex sales. With a commitment to personal one-on-one service, they will ensure that you are supported every step of the way. You can achieve your goals with expertise, care, and a customized approach that truly makes a difference. Ready to make your next move? The Rice Real Estate Group is here to make it happen. For more information, call 816-819-9333.
The Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway is the place to be. With over 1,500 slot machines, 35 table games, 4 restaurants, and a new ESPN Bet sportsbook, there are plenty of ways to find your fun. For more chances to win, follow them on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Super big shout out to the Rice Real Estate Group and the Hollywood Casino for sponsoring this YouTube channel all football season long. More information will be in the description below about how you can place your bets or how you could buy a home in the Kansas City area. But getting back to it, this report is a bit concerning because it just felt like the cards did not go in the Chiefs' favor. And I think that they would have traded for Marshon Lattimore if the price was right, but it wasn't. But I don't know why that should be the big holdup, unless Brett Veach thought that it was Marshon Lattimore or bust, that there's nobody else out there that's even worth their time. But I don't think that's true. When you have guys like Chris Roland Wallace and Joshua Williams rotating in at that cornerback too, there's someone out there at the deadline that could be viable options for this Chiefs team at cornerback too. And so it is a bit frustrating that the Chiefs are going to just kind of give up, especially when they've been ultra aggressive. But in Brett Veach, we trust. We have to trust him. He got us DeAndre Hopkins. He got us Joshua Uche. Clearly, he has a plan, and hopefully this cornerback group can continue to get better. But that's putting a lot of pressure on Steve Spagnuolo and defensive back coach Dave Merritt to coach these guys up so they'll be ready for the postseason. Because it is a terrifying thought of seeing Joshua Williams play meaningful snaps in the playoffs, and that's probably what we're going to end up seeing. So, Chiefs Kingdom, I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think about the Chiefs not making any more moves before the trade deadline? Again, this is all according to Diana Rossini of The Athletic. Maybe the Chiefs make a move in the next hour or two, but usually this reporting is pretty accurate. So it seems like the Chiefs are just going to get 2 players before the deadline, and that is with wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins and defensive end Joshua Uche. So Chiefs Kingdom, that is all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe for more of the best Chiefs content on YouTube. I've been pushing stuff out each and every single day, and if you guys like that, the best thing you can do is support the sponsors and also like this video and subscribe and share it so more Chiefs fans can find it. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video, and as always, go Chiefs.